current air packs that ride on our rigs, we have pretty much reached their life expectancy. These are 15-year cylinders, so no matter what happens, pretty much after 15 years, we have to replace them. Whether or not they pass a hydrostatic test, it doesn't matter. So there's always occurring costs, but we're to a point where, and you can see on the actual backpack, our air packs have seen some work, and they're certainly starting to show their age. So for us to get this grant is tremendous, but at the same time, we still have to put funds out. So this piece of apparatus right here, you're looking at about $7,000. It's just about $13,000 for us to outfit a firefighter start to finish. The scary part is it's a good thing to have, a good problem to have, but we have 35 active firefighters who meet our firefighter classification here in the Rangers. So when you start doing the numbers, you're looking at $450,000 realistically to outfit all your personnel in the correct PPE to keep them safe so they can do their job out in the street. Some cool things that we have on our air packs, and many others do, is ours is equipped, and we're hoping that our new ones will be able to be equipped with a buddy breather system. This is a lifeline for us as firefighters. So if firefighter Sean is trapped or runs out of air, he's actually able to hook up to my cylinder and breathe the air off of my cylinder right into his mask. He doesn't have to remove his mask. Hopefully buys him some time till we can get him out of the structure to a safe environment. So this type of stuff does cost money, but when we're talking life and death for our firefighters and the public, it's really how do you put a number value on that. So everyone knows what a firefighter looks like, but this is what the air pack looks like on them. Okay, this is what we were talking about. This right here is what's costing fire companies today over 13 grand. So when you look at these small municipalities, they do tremendous efforts to try and help us, but most of this is paid for by grants or by fundraising. And honestly, here in the Ranger Service Company, 90% of what we do is paid for by fundraising. So this is what he needs, minus he doesn't have his hood on. This is what he needs every time he steps off that fire engine. So for us, we don't have a choice. We have to make sure he's safe, because if he's not safe, he doesn't help anyone on that fire ground. So his safety, the public safety, their number one priority no matter what. And we want to make sure at the end of the day he goes back to his family. So the other part of all of this is cancer is a major issue in the fire service in today's world. So here at the Ranger Service Company, we started a Clean Your Hood event. Pretty much after any time a firefighter is in an IDLH environment, anything dangerous to their health, their hoods have to be turned in to the officer for that call. The officer takes care of making sure they're washed properly, and in the interim time, the firefighter gets a different hood that's clean, simply because his hood would actually be touching a lot of his skin. We require gear washing. We have a gear washer and a gear dryer here in the station. It's those little things that make a tremendous impact, and you may not see the difference tomorrow, but 20 years from now, we don't want to see young Sean here going through cancer treatments, because that's not what he signed up for. He signed up to help people. So all those things cost money, and this is just one example of what fundraising efforts here at the Ranger Service Company goes towards. Along with all the fundraising that we do community events throughout the year. So when folks donate to the Rangers, it always goes to making sure our equipment is updated and upgraded, making sure everything is ready to roll. But at the end of the day, fire prevention on our aspect is where we win before the fire call even comes in. So we run events throughout the year, from fire prevention to National Night Out to simply just going out into the community and reaching out to the youth, to the elderly, and to everyone in between to say, hey, look, we need to be fire safe as a community. A couple years ago, right when COVID started and everyone was at home, we actually had a town-wide fire drill where folks came out and the apparatus went by and we logged who came outside, trying to get an idea of how many folks were home during the day, because that was a change in our day-to-day. We're used to people leaving town during the day to go to work, and now all of a sudden everyone's back in town. So that was one way we adapted to our changing environment at the time. We've changed paging systems here so that we can now do it all from mobile phones, which have a lot more information than just necessarily a pager on the hip. We've upgraded equipment over the last few years, and we do all that through, right now we're doing it through raffles. We have calendars up, we have bingos coming up. So the biggest way to stay in touch with us is on Facebook. We have the Rangers Host Company, Girardville, PA Facebook. We have a fundraising page that's dedicated just to fundraising. And we have our Square account, which the link will be provided here. That has all our upcoming events on it, plus any ongoing fundraising if you'd love to help us. So we appreciate your help. You know, most of the times we're the folks showing up when you're having the worst day of your life and you need help, and now we're asking for your help so that we can continue to do that.